Good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing. Heating and
and electrical.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
As an 18-year-old, I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People's City Mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day in the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, bold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Welcome into a presentation of high school girls state basketball on 93.7 The Ticket. Girls state basketball on The Ticket is presented by Union Bank and Trust, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Concordia University, Nest 529 Direct Plan, Peru State College, General Excavating, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, Doane University, Play It Again Sports, Sunbelt Rentals, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Big Ten Sports Bar, the NDOT Highway Safety Office, and Jimmy John's. Now calling all the action, here is Tristan Gomez.
Good evening from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln for the final game of the 2026 Nebraska Girls State Basketball Tournament. Tonight, it's a Class D1 state championship between the undefeated Bloomington Bees and the Howells-Dodge Jaguars. Bloomington enters the game 28-0 on the season, while Howells-Dodge has made an impressive run through the bracket as the 6th seed. A state championship is on the line tonight. Thanks for tuning in to 93.7 The Ticket. I'm Tristan Gomez, and we are just about underway here at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the nightcap of what has been an unbelievable 2026 Nebraska Girls State High School Basketball Tournament. The Howells-Dodge team comes in, and a few keys to the game for this number 16 6th seed Jaguars is slow the pace. This Bloomfield, likes to push the pace. They want to go quick. They want to force turnovers. They average over 18 steals per game, and then limit Bloomfield in transition. Bloomfield is going to come in here, and they're going to try to go quick. They're going to try to go fast. This Jaguars defense is going to have to slow down the pace and take care of the ball. Bloomfield with the Queen Bee white uniforms, just breaking out of the huddle, meeting at center court over the Nebraska outline with Herbie Husker. Jaguars now come, and we are just about underway for this Class D1 state championship. Howells-Dodge trying to be a Cinderella story and win this one as the 16 Bloomfield going for an undefeated season. And we are underway here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Ball is retained by Bloomfield. They have it in the corner. Ball's given up to Haley Eisenhower. She shoots the three, misses that one, rebounded by the Jaguars. Kylie Brokacek has it. She gives it up to the wing. Kenny Throner with it. She gives it back to Brokacek. She goes up with it. Misses that one. Rebounded by the Bees. They're pushing the tempo a little bit. Haley Eisenhower with it. She'll slow it down. Give it over to James. James with 3. Misses that one. Offensive rebound by Madison Milady. She misses that one. Gets her own rebound. Goes back up and is blocked by the Jaguars. Jaguars will get the ball. Tipped last by the Quinn Bees. Full court press for the Bees. They pass it into Brickcheck. Brickcheck throws it up. Brabeck with it now. Peyton Throner with it. Throws it to her sister. Bryn Throner, and she knocks down the three-pointer for the first points of this contest. Kennedy Milady brings it up for the Bees. Passes it to her sister, Madison Milady. She shoots the 3. Misses that one. Rebounded by Brickcheck. Brickcheck passes it up. Peyton Becker with it. Back to Brickcheck. Brabeck tried to pass it inside to Throner. Tipped out of bounds, though. Jaguars still with the ball. Side out by the Bloomfield bench. Brickcheck with it. Gives it back to Throner. Peyton Throner with it on the wing. Gives it up to Bryn Throner. Back to Peyton. Peyton tries to give a little bounce pass inside to Kennedy Throner. Reach and foul on the Queen Bees. Baseline out of bounds for the Jaguars. They get it out to Peyton Becker. She shoots another one, and that one falls. She's got 2 early threes in this contest. Bees with it now. Lecker takes a 3, misses that one, rebounded by Brickcheck. She'll pass it up to Peyton Becker. Back to the top, Brickcheck for 3. And that one falls as well. An early 9-0 lead for the Jaguars. Quick timeout by Bloomfield. Just the 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. Early in this contest, just over 2 minutes in, Howells-Dodge has came to play, knocking down 3 3-point shots. 2 from Throner, 1 from Brickcheck. Bloomfield yet to score. Taking a few 3-point shots, unable to knock any of them down, and Howells-Dodge has been doing an unbelievable job getting defensive rebounds, pushing out in transition, and getting open looks from 3. As the teams are breaking from their huddle, shout out to Union Bank. Get a great rate on a 6, 12, or 20-month CD at Union Bank. Learn more at ubt.com. Bees had an opportunity to talk it over. A little bit of question on the substitution. Bees looking to substitute, but we're a little too late. Kennedy Milady brings it up for the Bees. Gives it up to her sister Madison. Lecker with it on the wing. Tries a skip pass over to Aaliyah James. That one sails out of bounds, though, and the Jaguars will get the ball right back. Side out for the Jaguars. Becker will bring the ball up. Gives it up to Brickcheck on the wing. Back to Becker. Bryn Throner has it in the corner. She'll give it back to Becker. Over to Brickcheck on the other wing. Skip pass. She drives middle. Goes up for the layup. Knocks it down. Count the bucket. She'll shoot an extra. The Howells-Dodge Jaguars on an 11-0 run to open up the game. Prokopchek shoots the free throw, knocks that one down. An early 12-0 lead, just 3 minutes into play here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Kenny Mulaney brings the ball up the floor. She goes baseline with it, gets an open look inside, passes it up to her sister. Her sister goes up with it, misses that one. Offensive rebound, blocked again. It's a fight for the basketball. The Jaguars come up with it. Brickcheck will bring it up. She gives it up to Audrey Brabeck. Back to Brickcheck. She has it on the wing. Looking in the corner, she finds Throner. Throner back to Brick Check. Throner to Throner. Nothing going there. She's trapped down on the baseline. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Bryn Throner with it. Gives it up to Brick Check. Goes up with it. Misses that one. Offensive rebound. Kennedy Throner from the free throw line. That one hits the back iron and falls in. 14-0. Howells-Dodge leads. Kennedy Mullaney bringing the ball up the floor. She kicks it out to Lecker. Lecker hits a Harley Schmeckpepper. She misses that one, and another rebound by the Jaguars. They're pushing the floor. Peyton Becker with it out on the wing. Gives it up to Kennedy Throner. Now over to Bryn Throner. Gives it up to Brick Check. Sindler with it now on the wing. Back to Brick Check. Offense is running through Brick Check right now. They go for a pass. Shot is missed. Hits the bottom of the backboard. Rebounded by the Bees. Milady will bring it up. Kennedy Mullaney goes up with the floater. That one does not fall. Rebounded by Brick Check. She's passing it up the floor. Peyton Becker with it. She drives middle. She goes up with a shot. Misses that one, but she will shoot two. She was fouled going up. This game could not have started any better for the Jaguars. They're pushing the tempo, getting rebounds on the defensive end. Started out with 3 quick three-pointers to make a 9-0 lead, and now have raised the lead up to 14. We're going to step aside for our first media timeout. Don't go anywhere. 14-0. Howells-Dodge leads over Bloomfield in this D1 state championship matchup. We'll be right back here on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to PBA as the Howells-Dodge Jaguars, the 6th seed Howells-Dodge Jaguars here in D1, are up to a 14-0 lead early in this contest. Peyton Becker shooting 2 free throws for the Jaguars. Misses the first one short. Bloomfield 0 for 10 from the field. Becker shoots her second, misses that one. Offensive rebound by the Jaguars. Prokacek comes up with it. Sindler with it. Gives it to Prokacek. Back to Sindler. They throw it inside to Brabeck. Brabeck trying to go up with it. Nothing going. Open three-point shot for Becker. Misses that one. Almost another offensive rebound. Ball went out of bounds. Referee, I don't think, got a great look on it. He'll call a jump ball. Possession will stick with the Jaguars. Jaguars will have it out on their own baseline. 2-3 zone from the Bees. Pass it out to Prokacek. She'll hand it off to Sindler. Sindler dribbling on the left side on the wing. Hands it off to Kalia. Kalia will give it up to Brabeck. Back to Sindler. Sindler passes it inside to Prokacek. She kicks it out. Open three-point shot. Open three-point shot for Kalia. She banks that one home, but an off-the-ball foul called early prior to the shot on the Jaguars. Bees will take over possession. Madison Milady will bring it up for the Bees. She has it. Thought about taking the three-point shot. She'll give it up to her sister, Kennedy. Back to Madison. Madison gets it inside in the paint, tries to go up with it. Foul is called. They say it was on the floor before she went up. They'll have it out at their own baseline. Bloomfield still trying to get on the board. 14-0, Howells-Dodge leads. Back in for the Jaguars, Peyton Becker. As well as Kennedy Thrainer. Bees inbound it. Give it up to Madison. She goes up for it. Madison Milady went up for it, kind of faded away. Foul called. She'll shoot two. Still seeking Bloomfield's first points of the contest. Madison Milady will give it to him, knocking down that first free throw. 14-1, Jaguars lead. Madison to shoot her second. Puts that one in as well. First points of the contest for the Bees. Cuts the deficit down to 12. Full court press from the Bees now. Addison Hurd with it. Tries to pass it up to Sindler. Is tipped away. Ball is still loose. Finally, the Jaguars get it across midcourt. Kalia with it. Tried to pass it out to Sindler. That one's stolen, though, by Madison Milady. Sindler tried to go for the steal from behind. Tripped up Milady. That's going to be a foul called on her. Prokopchek checked out for just a second. She's back in the game now for the Jaguars. 14-2, 1:53 left to play in this opening quarter. Ball inbounded by Kennedy Milady. She gives it up to Eisenhower. Kennedy Milady has it now at the top. She'll do a spin move, driving back middle over to Eisenhower. Eisenhower dribbling it. Poked away, picked up by Prokopchek. She's got an open lane going to the hoop. She goes up for the layup, puts that one home. Beautiful steal by Prokopchek and the score on the other end. Makes it 16-2 Jaguars. Madison Milady has it on the wing. Thought about taking the three. She doesn't. Hands it off to her sister, Kennedy. Kennedy driving baseline. Nothing open. Tries to kick it back. Tipped away by the Jaguars. Stolen by Kalia. She'll give it up to Prokopchek. Dangerous pass by Prokopchek going across court. Tipped out of bounds, though, by Eisenhower. Jaguars will keep possession. Inbounded to Prokopchek. Giving it back to Peyton Becker. She has it at the top of the key. Prokopchek right at the free throw line. She kicks it out. Gives it to, tries to pass it in to Kennedy Thrainer. Not able to. Stolen by Kennedy Milady. Stolen again by Prokopchek. She'll drive. She'll slow down the pace. Give it up to Peyton Becker. Back to Prokopchek. She's got it right to Brown. The logo. Kylie Prokopchek, they're moving the ball very well. Gives it into Throner. Swung back to Prokopchek. To Throner. 10 on the shot clock. Trying to get it inside. Nothing going. Stolen there by the Bees. Lecker with the steal. She'll give it up to Milady, and they'll get set up in their offense. Whistle blown by the referees. Not sure what they're talking about. Should be the Bees' ball. No foul was called on the play. Possibly just an inadvertent whistle. Refs talk it over. I believe the clock had stopped for a second and wasn't running. Shot clock is turned off. 12.7 left to go in the first quarter. Howells-Dodge leads 16-2. They take a second and a half off the clock. Now at 11 seconds to go in this first quarter. Queen Bees have the ball side out. Kennedy, Milady, passes it in to Eisenhower. Eisenhower has it at the top. 6 seconds to go. Giving it up to Madeline Milady. She takes the three, misses that one. Rebounded by her sister. She puts that one up right at the buzzer. Puts that one up at the buzzer to give Bloomfield just their 4th point of the game. At the end of one, it's Howells-Dodge, the Jaguars, leading number 1 ranked Bloomfield 16-4. We'll step aside for 60 seconds and be right back here for the second quarter of action here at Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Girls State Basketball Tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for the D1 Girls State Championship game, where we have the number 6 seed Howells-Dodge Jaguars going against the number 1 seed undefeated Bloomfield Bees. After one quarter of play, 16-4, Howells-Dodge leads, and we are set to go. Bees will start out with the ball. Eisenhower will bring it up. She gives it to Madison Milady on the wing. Dribbles back middle, back to Eisenhower. Eisenhower crosses. Back to Madison. She goes up with it, blocked by Brabeck of the Jaguars. Prokopchek will bring it up for them. Gives it up to Peyton Becker on the wing. She dribbles it back the middle, back to Prokopchek. Brabeck has it right around the free throw line. They get it inside to Kennedy Thrunner. She goes up with it. That one is blocked, goes out of bounds. Jaguars will retain possession. Becker to inbound for the Jaguars. Gives it up to Bryn Thrunner. Prokopchek will try to drive middle, stripped away by Madison Milady. She'll dribble the ball up the court. Hits her sister on a back cut. Kennedy Milady puts that one in for 2. Full court pressure from the Bees. They tip it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Jaguars. Jaguars trying to slow down the pace just a little bit, break it through this press. Becker will inbound for the Jaguars. 1-2-2 press for the Bees. No one open. They get it into Prokopchek. They only have a little time to get it across. They do get it across up to Peyton Thrunner. She'll hand it off to Prokopchek, and they'll get set up in their offense. Prokopchek has it on the wing. Kicks it to Becker in the corner. Becker shoots the three. That one just rims out. Rebound by Brabeck. Brabeck goes up with it. Misses that one as well. Thrunner almost comes up with the offensive rebound. Is unable to. And the Jaguars will get the ball. A good look for Peyton Becker right there. Just missed that one. And then Brabeck with an open offensive rebound. Missed the layup. And it was knocked out of bounds. Eisenhower brings the ball up. She gives it up to Lecker. Lecker hands it up to Madison Milady. Back to Eisenhower. Eisenhower shoots the long two. Misses that one. Almost an offensive rebound, but it is rebounded by Becker of the Jaguars. She pushes the pace to Bryn Thrunner. Over to Prokopchek on the wing. She throws it in to Kennedy Thrunner. She goes up for the layup. Misses that one, but it's knocked out of bounds. You can tell that the Jaguars are trying to get Kennedy Thrunner involved in the inside. She seems to be getting doubled every time the ball's thrown into her. No one open. Gets it into Prokopchek. Becker now has it in the corner. Back to Prokopchek. Back to Becker. They pass it inside to Brabeck. She kicks it out. Nothing going there. Prokopchek thinks about taking the shot. She passes it in to Throner. Throner goes up with the layup, and she knocks that one down. Senior Kennedy Throner got the ball right there in the corner, goes up with it, and knocks down the layup. 18-6, Jaguars lead. Kennedy Lady goes up with a tough layup on the left side. That one rims home. Cuts the deficit down to 10. Wide open layup for Brabeck. She goes up with it. It's blocked by Kennedy Mullaney, and she comes up with a rebound as well. Pushing the pace is the Bees. Flecker shoots the three, misses that one. Offensive rebound by Kennedy Mullaney. That one is hit out of bounds off Mullaney, goes off her leg. Jaguars will get the ball right back. Kalia checks in for the game for the Jaguars. Peyton Becker will inbound, going against this press. She gets it into Sindler. Sindler gives it up to point guard Prokopchek. Prokopchek, risky throw up to Throner. She gets it up to Kalia. Kalia with the layup. The Jaguars break the press easily and end up with an easy layup to bring the lead back up to 12. Kenny Mullaney pull up three, knocks that one down. First three-pointer of the night for the Bees. 20-11. Jaguars try to push the ball up the floor. Sindler had an open Kalia, but Madison Mullaney came flying in, knocked that one out of bounds. Jaguars will have it at their baseline. Becker to inbound. She gets it to the corner. To Prokopchek. Open three for Kalia. She doesn't take it. Kicks it to Prokopchek. Instead, she shoots the three. Didn't hit anything there. Rebounded by Madison Mullaney. Kennedy Mullaney brings it up. Back to her sister. Mullaney drives left, goes up with it, misses that one. Foul is called. She will shoot two. Madison Mullaney doing a great job of getting downhill, forcing the contact. Goes off the side of the backboard, but is fouled going up. As she gets ready to shoot the free throw. Shout out to our sponsor, Nebraska Hematology Oncology. At NHO, we are advancing cancer care and enhancing the lives of those battling cancer by offering clinical trials to patients right here in Nebraska. Learn more at yourcancer.com. Madison Mullaney shoots the first, knocks that one down. (20-12), Jaguars lead. Madison Mullaney will shoot her second. 4.5 to go in this second quarter. She knocks that one down. Prokopchek has it going against this press. Gives it up to Addison Hurd. She gives it back to Prokopchek. Getting pressured. Loses that one. 10-second call goes against the Jaguars. They turn it right back over to the Bees. Prokopchek almost made it across half court. Lost possession, though. Rolled back the other direction, and they got the 10-second call against them. Eisenhower will bring the ball up for the Bees. She gives it over to James. James with a little pull-up jumper. Misses that one. Rebounded by the Jaguars. Bryn Throner with it. She goes cross-court to Prokopchek. Sindler has it now at the top of the key. Looking for someone open. Finds Prokopchek. She's got an open three. Doesn't take it. Instead, she gives it up to Brabeck. Brabeck tries to make the pass to the corner, but it's stolen by the Bees. Madison Mullaney will bring it up now. Bees down 7 with 3:30 to go in this first half. Eisenhower pull-up jumper. Misses that one off the backboard. Offensive rebound by Kennedy Mullaney. She goes up and she knocks that one home. (20-15). The Bees are cutting into this deficit. Jaguars push it ahead. Give it up to Brabeck. They give it to the corner. Three-point shot by Bryn Throner. Misses that one. Offensive rebound, Burgacek. She goes back up with it. Misses that one as well. Rebounded by the Bees. Kenny Mulaney pushing the floor now. She's guarded by Sindler. She gives it up to Aaliyah James. Aaliyah James, nowhere to go with it. Tries to pass that one. It falls out of bounds. Ball will go right back to the Jaguars. Howells-Dodge getting a few open looks by the rim. Unable to put them in, though. Full timeout by Howells-Dodge. They'll talk it over, get back into a rhythm. We're going to step aside here with 2:44 left to play here at Pinnacle Bank Arena in this D1 championship. Howells-Dodge leads Bloomfield 22-15. We'll step aside right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Apply today at doane.edu/apply.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, where currently Howells-Dodge, the 6th-seeded Howells-Dodge, has a 20-15 lead over the number 1 ranked Bloomfield. Howells-Dodge will have the ball out at their own baseline. Peyton Becker will inbound. She'll pass it to the corner to Burgacek. Gives it over to Bryn Throner. Throner has it on the wing, looking inside. Gives it back to Becker. Becker over to the other wing to Burgacek. They try to get it inside to Kennedy Throner. That ball is tipped away, though. Will stay with the Jaguars. Peyton Becker will inbound it. Once again at their own baseline. 21 left on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Gets it into Bryn Throner. Shot fake by Audrey Brabeck. She goes up for the layup. Misses that one. Rebounded by Kennedy Milady. Milady will push the floor. She goes to the left side. Hands it off to Lecker. Lecker gives it up to Peyton Eisenhower, who misses that one. They get the offensive rebound, though. Go back up with it. Misses that one. Jaguars had the rebound. Stolen, though, by Kennedy Mulaney. Now stolen. Back by Kennedy Mulaney. She's trying to kick it out. The ball is all over the place. Kennedy Mulaney comes up with it once again. She passes it out to Peyton Eisenhower. She gives it up to Madison Mulaney on the wing. Aaliyah James shoots the three from the top of the key. Misses that one. And that one falls out of bounds. Ball was flying all over the place. Both teams a little sped up trying to get control of it. Ends up going out of bounds. Jaguars with the ball. Inbounded to Burgacek going against this press. She gives it up to Becker. Back to Burgacek. She heaves it up court to Brabeck. Brabeck going up for the layup. Contested layup. Misses that one. And that one falls out of bounds. Going back to the Bees. Jaguars getting multiple looks, breaking this press at layups. Unable to knock them home, though. 1:21 left to play in this first half. Kennedy Mulaney brings it up for the Bees. She gives it up to Aaliyah James. James shoots the three. Misses that one off the backboard. Rebounded by Kennedy Throner. She gives it up to Burgacek. She'll throw it up to Brabeck. Brabeck has it on the wing, trying to slow things down. They give it back to Burgacek. Becker has it. Thought about stepping into a three. She doesn't. Over to Burgacek. Back to Becker. She'll shoot the three. And that one falls. Peyton Becker with her first points of the game with that three. Milady has it now. She gives it up to her sister, Madison. Madison driving left, spins back right, goes right through, and is fouled by Kennedy Throner. going up 4-2. Now Madison. Milady will shoot two. 23-15, 34.4 left in this first half. Jaguars lead. Madison Milady knocks down the first. Bella Clea checks in for the Jaguars. Milady to shoot her second. Misses that one short. Offensive rebound by her sister Kennedy, though. She gets it out to Eisenhower. 30 seconds left on the clock. They can take the last shot if they want to. Lecker with it. Tries the pocket pass over to Eisenhower. She goes up with it. Misses that one. Rebounded by Brgacek. That one tipped out of bounds. Jaguars will keep the ball. 19.4 left to go in the half. They have a chance to hold it for the last shot. Brgacek will walk it up the floor. She gets it to the top to Bryn Throner. They try to go inside with it. Tipped around. Still retained by the Jaguars. Becker with it. 4 seconds left. Brgacek with it. She shoots the three. Misses that one short. Rebounded by the Bees. And that will be the end of this first half here for this D1 Girls State Championship matchup. We're at half. Howells-Dodge leads 23-16 against the undefeated number 1 ranked Bloomfield Bees. 16-23 at the half. We'll step aside for just a little bit and come back and recap that first half right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Winning is about more than wanting it. It's about working for it. As Bulldogs, we see that hard work pay off every day. In the classroom, in our faith, in competition. At Concordia, the momentum is building, and you can be a part of it. Join a winning team at Concordia University, Nebraska.
Attention Nebraska sports fans. Are you ready to take your skills to the next level? The Army National Guard is looking for leaders who are dedicated, driven, and ready to make a difference. Join up and gain invaluable experience while serving your country with a flexible schedule, competitive benefits, and a chance to build a strong future. Learn more at nationalguard.com/Nebraska. Live here, serve here. The Nebraska Army National Guard. Guard the good life. If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com. Parents deal with a lot of what ifs. What if my child gets a scholarship? What if they don't? What if they go to college? Or what if they pursue a trade? Nest 529 makes it easy to save for higher education costs, so you're always prepared for life's what ifs. Learn more at nest529.com/hoops. Check with your home state to learn if it offers tax or other benefits for investing in its own 529 plan. Investment products are not FDIC insured, may lose value, no bank guarantee.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, where tonight is the D1 Girls State Championship game between number 6 ranked Howells-Dodge and number 1 ranked Bloomfield. The Bees, who have come in undefeated 28-0 into this game, struggled early in this one. Started the first quarter with only 4 points compared to the Howells-Dodge 16, but slowly chipped away in the second quarter. That made it the 23-16 lead for the Howells-Dodge Jaguars. Few keys to this first half. Bloomfield, who averages 64 points a game, only held to 16 points in that first half. And they're led by the Mulady sisters, Kennedy and Madison, the only scorers for the Bees. Kennedy Mulady with 11 points, while Madison Mulady had 5. That gave them their 16 points, and shooting 1 of 11 from 3. A team that usually is dominant from 3, not fallen tonight, so they're having to find other ways to get on the board. 5 of 6 from the free throw line, getting downhill. Kenny Mullaney doing a great job of finding a way to get to the hoop. And then this Cinderella story for the number 6 Howells-Dodge Jaguars. They find a way to get out to an early lead. As I said, ending the first quarter 16-4, and they've had a plethora of scores. It's been Kylie Brogacek with 8. It's been Brent Throner with 6. She made 2 threes early, as well as Peyton Becker knocks down a 3, and then Kennedy Throner getting it done inside to give them their 23 points. 10 turnovers for the Jaguars, but only 8 points come from it from Bloomfield. Bloomfield, a team who has been dominant all season long, struggling a little bit to get anything going. As I said, it's been the sisters that have found ways to get downhill as the three-point shots just are not falling. Bloomfield has been in a full-court press this entire game, but the Jaguars have done a good job of slow playing it a little bit and finding the open man up the floor that's given them a few easy layups. It was a 9-0 run to open the game for the Jaguars, and they just have not looked bad, now leading by 7 at the half. Going into this second half, keys to victory for both of these teams. Bloomfield try to push the pressure a little bit more and create turnovers. We've seen the Jaguars get set up in their offense, and Bloomfield has been unable to really get out in transition like they have all season. And they tried to build an early lead, but that just was not happening tonight as Howells-Dodge had other ideas. And then Howells-Dodge, they've done a good job of slowing the pace. They know how much that the Bees want to get out in transition and score. And anytime that the Howells-Dodge has gotten across half court, they've gotten set up in their offense, moving the ball extremely well, finding the open man, and knocking down a few three-pointers in the meantime. Main stats, 5 for 27 for the Bloomfield Bees, shooting 18.5% from the field, 1 of 11 from three-point range. And then for Howells-Dodge, on the other hand, 4 of 9 from three, shooting 44%. Don't be surprised if in the second half we see a few more three-pointers shot by Peyton Becker as well as Audrey Brabeck, who both have knocked down multiple threes in this one. At the half, it is 23-16. The Howells-Dodge Jaguars lead in this one. We'll be right back here on 93.7 The Ticket with the second half of play in this D1 state championship.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "You have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information. State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing.
And electrical.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls' state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, where it is the Class D1 Girls State Basketball Championship as the Howells-Dodge Jaguars lead 23-16. Ball was just inbounded by the Jaguars and then got into a little tie-up. Jump ball called, and it'll go right to the Bees. Kennedy Milady to inbound to Eisenhower, right back to Milady. Milady brings the ball up the floor. She gets a double screen set for her. Tries to hit her sister rolling. She does. She goes up with it and is fouled going up. Audrey Brabeck with the foul. She thought she got all ball. Refs must have seen it differently. Madison Mulaney to shoot 2 now. Misses that first one off the left side. Mulaney to shoot her second. Misses that one as well. Rebounded by the Jaguars. Bragacek comes up with it. Scanning the floor. No one open. She finally gets it up to Throner. Throner gets it up to Brabeck. They give it back to Bragacek, and she'll get set up. Getting trapped around mid-floor. Gets it over to Becker. Becker to Kennedy Throner in the corner. Back to Becker in the short corner. Kicks it out to Bragacek. She thought about taking the three. She doesn't. She holds it now on the left wing. Gives it over to Becker. Becker dribbles one to the short corner. Cross court to Bragacek. She'll shoot the three. Nothing there. And the ball will go right back to the Bees. Scoreless here so far in the first minute of play of the third quarter. Howells-Dodge still leads 23-16. Kennedy Mulaney brings the ball up the floor. Gets a screen set by her sister. Drives but dribbles it back out. Has a long two. Shoots that one. Misses that one. Rebounded by Brabeck of the Jaguars. Long pass over the head of Bryn Throner. Stolen by the by the Bees. Haley Eisenhower has it now. In the corner, she'll hand it off to Mulaney. Back to Eisenhower. Over to Kennedy Mulaney on the wing. She's dribbling, trying to go middle. Nothing going there. Gives it over to Eisenhower. She drives baseline. Right under the hoop. Nowhere to go. Stolen by the Jaguars. And a foul called on Haley Eisenhower. Drove baseline right into a wall of Jaguars. Had nowhere to go. And it was stolen away. And then she tried to reach in to get it right back. And one mistake led to another. Jaguars with the ball. Bragacek stares into the eyes of this Bees press. They get it up the floor easily. Bragacek has it at the logo. They get it in to Kennedy Throner, and she goes up for the layup. Found a hole in that zone defense. Got it to Kennedy Throner, and she puts that one in. 9-point lead for the Jaguars. Lecker with it. She kicks it out to Aaliyah James. She takes the jumper, misses that one, and it's rebounded by Madison Mulaney. She tries to dribble baseline, steps out of bounds, though, and Jaguars will get the ball. They throw it into Bragacek. Nothing really open in this press break. They try to throw it ahead to Kennedy Throner. She catches it, takes one dribble, and gets it over to Becker, back to Bragacek on the right wing. Bragacek scanning the floor, gets it over to Bryn Throner. She gets it up to Becker. Bragacek open in the wing, shoots the three, and that one falls. 11 points for Kylie Bragacek of the Jaguars. Kennedy Mulaney drives. She'll take it herself. She goes up with it. She's fouled. Brought the ball all the way up the floor. Did not stop. Went up right to the hoop. Forced the contact. Got fouled. She'll shoot two. Ronda shoots her first. Puts that one home. 28-17. Jaguars lead. Just 3 minutes into this second half. Penny Mulaney shoots her second. And that one falls as well. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Jaguars inbound it. Bragacek with it. She gives it up to Bryn Throner. She goes cross court to Brabeck. Brabeck hands it off to Bragacek. They'll get set up in their offense. She gives it over to Becker. Back to Bragacek. She finds Becker in the corner. Becker scanning the floor, trying to find someone open. They swing it all the way over to Kalia, who just checked into the game. Becker gets the ball. She goes right, drives left, misses that one, gets stolen away. Penny Mulaney with the ball. She dribbles up the floor, and she gets fouled. It has still been the Melati show here for the Bloomfield Bees. Kennedy with 13, Madison with 5. That makes up all of their points, all of their 18. Kenny Milady has it now on the wing, scanning the floor. She drives. Thought about going up with it. She kicks it to Aaliyah James, and Aaliyah James puts that one home. Nice little mid-range jumper for Aaliyah James. Jaguars pushing the ball up the floor through the press. Brigacek has it. Thought about taking the 3. She'll drive middle, though, and go up with it. And almost puts that one in, but she gets fouled, and she'll shoot 2. If you need Freaky Fast delivery, join Freaky Fast Rewards today and earn a free sandwich after your first order as a member at jimmyjohns.com. Media timeout on the floor. We're going to step aside. As we step aside, 28-20. 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Howells-Dodge, the Jaguars, lead in this one. We'll step aside. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the Vault as the number 6 seeded Howells-Dodge Jaguars lead the number 1 ranked Bloomfield Bees here in this Class D1 state championship. 28-20, Jaguars lead. Kylie Prokacek just went up for it. For a layup, was fouled. She'll shoot 2. Still coming out of this media timeout. All set to go now. 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter of play. Prokacek shoots her first. Misses that one off the back iron. 8-point lead for the Jaguars. Brigacek misses that second one. Rebounded by Brabeck of the Jaguars, though. They get the offensive rebound. She kicks it out to Brigacek, who's stuck in the corner. She gives it up to Becker. Back to Brabeck. She swings it over to Kalia. Kalia back to Becker at the top of the key. And a foul is called on Kennedy Milady. She was trying to reach in, get the steal there. A little too physical. Jaguars will have the ball. Inbounding it right near their bench. They inbound it to Kalia. She gives it up to Brigacek. She passes it over to Becker in the corner. Becker dribbling it out of the corner back to the logo. Gives it up to Throner. Throner passes in to her sister Kennedy. Kennedy with a beautiful pass over to Brigacek. Right on the block, and she puts that one in. 10-point lead for the Jaguars. Kylie Eisenhower shoots the 3, misses that one. Madison Mulaney went up for the layup. Missed that one high off the backboard. Rebounded by the Jaguars. They're pushing it. Becker going up court. Gives it up to Kalia. Kalia goes up with it. Madison Mulaney goes for the block. Gets all ball, but hits her with quite a bit of the body. Foul is called. Belaglia will shoot 2. Bloomfield Bees fans are not happy about that one. I do agree she did get all ball, but definitely came in with the body. Pretty physical there. Kalia shoots the first, misses that one. A little frustrated with herself. Ten-point lead for the Jaguars with 3 left to play in this one. Kalia shoots her second. Lane violation on Brigacek of the Jaguars, so that free throw does not count. It was missed anyway. but the Bees will take over now. Down 10 with 3:12 left to play in this third quarter. Kennedy Milati will bring it up. She's guarded by Brogacek. Gets a screen by Eisenhower. Milati still with it. She kicks it to Aaliyah James on the right wing. She hands it off to Schmeckpepper. Schmeckpepper bobbles it a little bit and gives it up to Lecker. Ball rolling out of bounds right near me. Just a bad pass by the Bees. Another turnover there, and the Jaguars will take over. Becker to inbound to Brogacek. Handed it back to Peyton Becker. She'll dribble the ball up the floor, has it at the low, gives it to the wing to Brogacek. She gives it to Brabeck, right on the wing. Becker now has it back to Brabeck in the corner. Going against this 2-3 zone defense. A cutting Bryn Throner catches the ball and gives a nice pass right over to Kylie Brogacek, who gets fouled, and she'll shoot two. Really good ball movement out of the Jaguars right there. Kylie Brogacek to shoot her first. She knocks down the first one. Shooting her second now. That one rims and out. Keeps the score at 31-20. Jaguars lead. Kenny Mulaney goes all the way down, coast to coast, tries to go up with it, loses it, tipped out of bounds by the Jaguars. Some contact there, but no foul call. She inbounds it to Aaliyah James, gives it up to Lecker. Lecker has it, gives it back to Kenny Mulaney, who goes into the corner. Stuck in the corner, but drives baseline, spins out of it, goes up with it, and is fouled by Becker. Kenny Mulaney will shoot two. Kenny Mulaney been the key source of offense for the Bees so far in this one. She leads with 13, now 14, after knocking down that first free throw. $10-point deficit for the Bees as Milati shoots her second and puts that one down as well. Cuts the deficit down to 9. Bees still in this full court press. Dangerous pass by Brogacek. Caught by Throner, though. And now back to Brogacek at the logo. She gives it up to Becker on the wing. Getting guarded by Lecker. Gives it up to Bryn Throner. Back to Becker. She drives right. Goes up with a little floater along the baseline, and that one falls. Impressive shot by Becker right there. Going baseline, little floater, falls. Gives the Jaguars an 11-point lead again. Aaliyah James with it now. She drives middle. Kind of stops in her tracks. She kicks it out to Haley Eisenhower. Aaliyah James with it now again. Lecker has it on the left wing. Looking inside, nothing open there. Haley Eisenhower has the ball now. Swinging it over to Aaliyah James. They get it inside to Peyton Eisenhower. She tries to go up with it. Nothing going there. She loses it, and it's picked up by the Jaguars. Becker now pushing it for Howells-Dodge. Kicked out to Bryn Throner. She shoots the three, misses that one just long. Rebounded by Kennedy Milati, and she's pushing the pace. Pushing the floor. 4 defenders there trying to stop her, and that does not stop her. She goes up for the layup and puts that one home. Bloomfield will take a quick timeout, just a 30-second. We'll stay here. 53.9 left in the third quarter. Howells-Dodge leads 33-24. And we'll take this time to shout out a few of our sponsors, such as General Excavating. General Excavating is hiring for 50 individual positions across all departments and all locations of Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and Cheyenne, Wyoming. Start your new career today at generalexcavating.com. As well as Big Ten Sports Bar. Welcome to Lincoln State Hoops fans from across the state. Big Ten Sports Bar is just like your local favorite sports bar, just a little bigger to fit the whole town and more. Stop by before or after any game in downtown Lincoln at 10th and P. Bees had an opportunity to talk it over for 30 seconds. We'll see if they want to stay in this full court press. I believe they will. Coach Connor Wilson coaching them up a little bit. Rocking the suit jacket and the all blue slacks. Coach Scott Polacek on the other end for Howells-Dodge, rocking all black suit with the green shirt. Pretty snazzy by both coaches. Becker has the ball, tries to pass it up to Throner. She does, but it's tipped around. Bryn Throner tries to pass it up and then up to her sister. That one gets tipped around by the Bees, falls out of bounds. Jaguars will retain the ball. Becker to inbound it. Out in the corner, she gets it into Progacek at the top of the key, back to Becker on the wing. She dribbles into the corner, and then that one is tipped out of bounds by Kaisa Lecker. Jaguars still with the ball. 34 left to play in this quarter, 16 on the shot clock. Inbounded to Progacek. Becker wanted to shoot the corner three. Passed up on it, though. Progacek gives it up to Bryn Throner. Back to Progacek, 7 on the shot clock. Progacek goes in and is fouled. She was going up with it. They will say that she was going up with it. She was in the shooting motion, so she will shoot 2. Progacek shoots her first, knocks that one down. That gives the Jaguars a 10-point lead once again. Miley Pinkelman to check in for his final 23 seconds for the Bees. Progacek shoots her second and knocks that one down as well. Kennedy Thrainer will check back into the game. Bees have the ball. Kenny Milady brings it up with 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. She gets a screen set for her, has it out on the wing. Schmeckpepper has it now, hands it back to Milady. She gets a screen left. 10 seconds left to go. Dribbling it out on the right wing. She drives back middle, kicks it out to Lecker. Lecker misses that one. Offensive rebound, but it is tipped away, and that will be the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3 here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, Howells-Dodge leads 35-24 against Bloomfield. We'll step aside, and we will come right back here with the last quarter of action right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
General Excavating has been a leading underground utilities contractor for nearly 40 years, and they're growing. General Excavating is hiring for more than 50 positions with offices in Lincoln, Omaha, Sioux Falls, and Cheyenne. Positions range from senior project managers to superintendents, utilities foremen, heavy equipment operators, journeyman plumbers, field mechanics, and more. They offer competitive wages, benefits, and PTO with a culture built on the importance of safety. Apply today at generalexcavating.com or call 402-467-1627 for more information.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for the fourth quarter of play in this D1 state championship between number 6 ranked Howells-Dodge and number 1 ranked Bloomfield. With 1 quarter left to go, Howells-Dodge leads 35-24. We have 8 left to play. Howells-Dodge will start out the fourth with the ball. Becker to inbound it. She gives it in to Bryn Throner. Bryn Throner brings it across half court, gives it back to Becker. She has it at the logo, gives it up to Kennedy Throner. Flare screen for Becker. She drives back middle, goes up with the layup, misses that one off the backboard, rebounded by Kennedy Milady. Milady pushing the floor. A little out of control, but she finds a way to get out of it. Schmeckpepper with the 3, misses that one, rebounded by Progacek, and then tipped out of bounds by James of the Bees. Jaguars will keep the ball. Ball is inbounded to Kalia. Trying to find someone open. No one open. And a timeout is called by Coach Polacek of Howells-Dodge. Just a 30-second timeout. They were getting close to a 10-second call. I think Coach Polacek noticed that and wants to drop away to get out of this press break. 35-24, Jaguars lead. It's been an extremely impressive tournament for the 6th seed Howells-Dodge Jaguars. They defeated Maywood Hayes Center 51-28 in the quarterfinals, and then Elm Creek, number 2 ranked Elm Creek, 44-31 in the semis to punch their ticket to the state championship, where now they're trying to knock off the number 1 ranked Bloomfield Bees. $7:25 left to play in this one. Becker to inbound. She gets it into Kalia. Kalia gets it over to Kennedy Throner. She will bring it up and hand it off to Becker, who brings it back to the middle and hands it to point guard Bragacek. Bragacek has it, guarded by Malati. Dangerous pass to Kalia. Nothing going there. Good pass over to Kennedy Throner. She goes up with it, misses it. Bragacek gets the offensive rebound. She misses that one as well. Ball tipped out of bounds. Refs had to talk about it for a sec. They will say it was last touched by the Jaguars, and the Bees will get it. Malati inbound. She gives it in to Eisenhower, who jogs it up the floor. Gives it to the wing to Lecker. Lecker drives back middle. Aaliyah James with it. She drives baseline. Kicks it out to the corner. Trying to get it to Malati. That's tipped away by Bragacek. Bees still retain the ball. 22 left on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Malati has it. Inbounds it to Eisenhower. She gives it up to Lecker at the top. Hands it up to Madison Malati. She takes one dribble and hands it to James. Back to Lecker at the top. Kennedy has it now right at the left elbow. She spins back left, spins back right, goes up with it and misses that one long. Rebounded by Kennedy Throner. Ball passed up to Kalia. Kalia gives it to Baron Throner, who goes up for the layup, and that one is blocked by Aaliyah James. Kennedy Malati for the Bees leads all scorers with 17. Jaguars to inbound, gets it into Bragacek. She goes up with it, misses that one. A foul is called. As she goes up, she'll shoot 2. Bragacek leads the Jaguars in scoring with 16 in this one. She puts that one home. She's already above her season average of 15 with 17 now. She's done a really good job of getting into the paint as well as knocking down a few three-pointers. She shoots her second now. Misses that one. Lane violation on the Bees, so Bragacek, who just missed that second one, she'll be able to shoot another. And she makes that one. 37-24. Jaguars lead with 6 minutes left to play in this contest. Madison Mullaney hands it off to her sister Kennedy, who drives left to the middle. She goes up for the layup and misses that one. And she's fouled, so she'll shoot 2 as well. Kennedy Malati has been unbelievable tonight with 17, now 18 after knocking down that first free throw. Sub comes in. Peyton Becker checks back in for the Jaguars. She's had a solid night tonight. 5 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Kennedy Malati misses that second one, rebounded by Bragacek. She'll bring the ball up the floor. Hands it off to Peyton Becker. Back to Brigacek. Brigacek drives to the middle. Tries a dangerous pass through the middle to Bryn Throner. That one's tipped away and retained by the Bees. Kennedy Milotti bringing the ball up the floor. Now passes it to her sister Madison, who shoots the three. She misses that one. Offensive rebound by Kennedy Milotti. She will take the 3-point now. Misses that one short, and it's rebounded by Brigacek. And she passes it up the floor, too, and wide open Bryn Throner, who goes up for the layup and misses that one, but she's fouled, and she will shoot 2. Probably a good foul by the Bees. Would have been a wide open, easy layup for Throner. Now you put her on the line. She makes the first one. 38-25. Jaguars lead. 5.5 to go. Bryn Throner shoots her second and makes that one as well. Kennedy Milotti trying to do it all and cut into this deficit for the Queen Bees of Bloomfield. Aaliyah James has it now on the left wing. She dribbles back middle, gives it to Lecker at the top. Lecker thought about the midi, doesn't hit it. Madison goes up with it and count the bucket. Madison Mulaney goes up with it through the contact. Tough bucket, and she'll shoot an extra. Knocks that one home off the front iron. Madison and Kennedy Milani, just freshman and sophomore, the two sisters. Jaguars break the press quite easily, and they find a wide open Kennedy Throner way up ahead, and she knocks down the layup. Gives the lead back to 13 for the Jaguars. Madison Milani with it now. Aaliyah James has it now on the wing. They give it up to Kennedy Milani, see if she can make something happen. She drives back middle, goes up for the left-handed layup and puts that one home. Timeout by Bloomfield. I think this is a timeout to give the Milotis just a little bit time to breathe. You can tell that they're getting a little exhausted out there being the leading scorers for this Bloomfield Bees team. We're going to step aside for 60 seconds. We'll be right back here on 93.7 The Ticket.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college, helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill welcomes out-of-towners to Lincoln for state high school basketball and congratulates your schools on making it to the tournament. Your local bar is comfortable and you know the regulars. Find that experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, where it's a small-town feel with lots of space. Big groups are more than welcome, so come on by before or after your team plays to experience great food, great drinks, and great times, all at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill, downtown at 10th and P.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more girls state basketball tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to PBA, where the Jaguars have the ball, and they throw it deep to Bryn Throner, and she'll go up for the layup. Easily broke the press right there by the Bees. They were in a little man-to-man press, and the Jaguars just launched it deep for a wide-open layup. 43-30, 4.5 to play. Aaliyah James with it. She gives it to Eisenhower. Back to Kennedy Milotti at the top. Thought about taking the three. She'll drive, though. Spins back right. Kicks it to her sister. Her sister will shoot the three. And that one falls. Madison Milotti with the three-point jumper right there. Cuts the lead down to 10. Brigacek for the Jaguars will bring it up the floor. She hands it off to Becker right at the logo, scanning in the floor. Gives it up to Bryn Throner. Gives it back to Becker. She spins back left. Ball tipped away, picked up by Eisenhower. She tries to get rid of it. Ball falling all over the place. Comes up to Kennedy Throner. Shot clock resets. Brigacek drives with it. She goes up for the layup and puts that one home. Brigacek with a 20 ball in this one. Kennedy Milotti going all the way to the rim, and she gets fouled, goes up with it. Count the bucket, and one. Very impressive shot there by Kenny Milati. She's trying to do everything to get the Bloomfield Bees back into this one. 45-35, 3:23 left to play. Kenny Milati shoots the free throw, knocks that one down, makes it a single-digit deficit for the Jaguars. Thrown deep to Brabeck. Back in the game now. She hands it off to Bryn Throner, who gives it up to Becker. Becker has it now at the logo. Progacek has it on the wing. Dishes it down to Brabeck. Brabeck thought about going up with it. She kicks it out to Progacek. She goes up with it. Nice little touch pass inside to Bryn Throner. She can't. That one does not fall, but she's fouled. She'll shoot two. Nine-point lead for the Howells-Dodge Jaguars with 3 minutes exactly to play. She shoots her first. That one does not fall. Brabeck not on the board yet in this one, trying to with this second free throw. That one does not fall as well. Rebounded by the Bees. Kennedy Milati has it now. Getting a screen set to the right from her sister. Hands it off to her sister. Her sister will shoot the three, and that one falls. Cuts the deficit down to 6 with 2:43 left to play. This Bloomfield team is getting excited. That was Madison Milati's 1,000th point of her high school career, and she is just a sophomore. The Bloomfield fans holding up the 1,000 cards. Jaguars with the ball. They try to go inside to Progacek, and an offensive foul called on Progacek. She's questioning what she did. Just a 6-point lead for the Jaguars. Now it was once 14 in this contest. 2 big-time threes from Madison Milati. And even more impressive, that second three that she just hit gave her 1,000 points in her high school Bloomfield Bees career, and she is only a sophomore. Timeout on the floor by Bloomfield. Talking it over. Jaguars on the other end, been leading this entire game. Have not been down once in this game. Trying to maintain this lead for the last 2 minutes and 14 seconds of this one. 45-39. Howells-Dodge leads. Bees with the ball. Kenny Milati brings it up the floor. Hands it to Lecker. Hands it to Eisenhower. To the wing. To Madison Milati. Back to Eisenhower at the top. Kenny Milati with it now on the right wing. She thought about taking the three. Eisenhower also thought about it. They get it inside to Madison Milati. She goes up with it. That one is blocked, but a foul is called. Bryn Throner did not like that call right there. It's a little questionable. Madison Milati now at the free throw line. Shooting 2, trying to cut this deficit to 4. She knocks down the first. (45-40), Jaguars lead. Milati with her second. Misses that one short. Offensive rebound by Kennedy Milati. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow sticks with Bloomfield. A big-time offensive rebound for the Bees, and now Kennedy Milati will inbound it from their own baseline. Get it inside. Ball dropped by Lecker. Had a wide open layup, but she dropped it, and the Jaguars get the ball. 1:40 left to play. 45-40. Jaguars lead. Becker with it. She tosses it over to Brabeck on the wing. Brabeck gives it to Brogacek in the corner. Guarded by James. She drives left. Gives it to Bryn Throner. Peyton Becker with it now on the wing. Skip pass over to Brogacek. She'll drive. She goes up for the layup. Misses that one. Rebounded by the Bees. Kennedy Malati pushing the floor. And a blocking foul is called against the Jaguars. Could have gone either way right there as Audrey Brabeck got set for the charge, but they call a blocking foul instead. That puts Kennedy Malati on the line to try to make it just a one possession deficit. She knocks down the first. The Howells-Dodge fans behind me are not happy about that call. Malati shoots her second. Knocks that one down. Full court pressure still from the Bees. 45-42. 1 minute left to play in this one. Stolen by Kennedy Malati. She's trying to go all the way. She goes up with it. Misses it. It's blocked. And rebounded by Kennedy Throner, and a foul is called on Kennedy Malati. Kennedy Throner shaken up on the play. Kennedy Malati had a contested layup, went up with it, and was blocked by Kennedy Throner, who ended up getting the rebound and was then fouled. Jaguars inbound the ball. 47 left on the clock. Becker with it. Jaguars up 3. She gives it over to Brabeck on the wing. Now to Bryn Throner. Over to Becker on the left wing. Trying to find some offense here. Kicked over to Brabeck in the corner. Nothing open. Becker has it. 7 on the shot clock. Almost stolen away. Need a shot to get up. Brogacek launches it up. Misses that one short, and it's rebounded by the Bees. Need a 3-point to tie. And a timeout is called by Bloomfield. 7.9 seconds left on the clock. Refs talking it over. Might be a few more seconds left on the clock. Right now it says 7.9. Bloomfield with the ball down by 3, 45-42. Currently 7.9 on the clock. They're going to talk it over, see how much time should be left. Bloomfield on a 9-0 run currently. Need a 3 here with 10 seconds. They put 10 seconds onto the clock. Bloomfield, coach Connor Wilson to draw up a play. They'll get it out on the side. Big moment here for the number 1 seeded Bloomfield, 28-0 on the season. Trying to make it 29-0 and a state championship. Howells-Dodge in their way, leading by 3. The 6th seeded Howells-Dodge Jaguars with an unbelievable run in this state tournament. Haley Eisenhower will inbound it for the Bees. Gives it on to Kennedy Malati, gets a screen set for her. 5 seconds left. They give it up to Madison. Madison takes one dribble to the left. He is up a 3. Misses that one short. And that's it. That is the ball game. The number 6 seeded Howells-Dodge Jaguars with an unbelievable state tournament. They win this one 45-42 against the formerly undefeated 28-0, now 28-1, 1 seeded Bloomfield Bees. We're going to step aside. We'll be back in just a few minutes to recap this unbelievable Class D1 Girls State Championship game where Howells-Dodge came out on top 45-22. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back here in a few minutes to recap this one right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
State high school basketball coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena is proudly sponsored by Peru State College, Nebraska's first college helping students excel on and off the court for more than 150 years. At Peru State College, you'll find affordable tuition, a close-knit community, and flexible programs designed to fit your goals. Whether you plan to compete in college athletics or get involved across campus, Peru State helps you reach your full potential in the classroom and beyond. Pursue your potential at Peru State College. Learn more about programs, scholarships, and book your campus visit at peru.edu.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Back to Pinnacle Bank Arena for more Girls State Basketball Tournament action on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena, where we just wrapped up an unbelievable day of Nebraska Girls State Championships. And in this last one, the 6th-ranked Howells-Dodge Jaguars upset the number 1-ranked Bloomfield Bees in this Class D1 matchup by a score of 45-42. It started in the first quarter, where Howells-Dodge got out to an early lead of 16-4, and Bloomfield slowly was trying to chip away and gets back into this one. And in the fourth quarter, they made it interesting. Bloomfield outscored Howells-Dodge 18-10 in that fourth quarter and ended the game on a 9-0 run and had a shot at the end, at the buzzer, to tie it up to force it to overtime. Just missed short by Madison Mulaney, which is where I want to start. What an unbelievable performance from the Mulaney sisters. Kennedy Malati, freshman, scored 25 points tonight in this one with 10 rebounds, a double-double for her. She was doing it on all facets of the floor. You could tell that she was exhausted by the end of it, putting her heart out on the line. And then her sister, Madison Malati, 15 points for her, 10 rebounds, also a double-double, and scored her 1,000th point in her high school career already as just a sophomore. Unfortunately, it wasn't the perfect story for the Bloomfield Bees, who came into this game 28-0, but lost this one to that number 6-ranked Howells-Dodge Jaguars, who were led by Kylie Progacek, who scored 20 in this one, as well as Bryn Throner with 10. Howells-Dodge, just a Cinderella story coming into this one, defeated Maywood Hayes Center 51-28 in the quarters, number 2-ranked Elm Creek 44-31 in the semis, and now the undefeated Bloomfield Bees in this one. An absolute story season for the Howells-Dodge Jaguars. You couldn't write it up any better. Punched their ticket to state and ended up winning the whole dang thing. That's going to be the end from us here at 93.7 The Ticket for this 2026 Nebraska Girls State Tournament. It was an unbelievable day of state championships. Calls from Austin Orman, Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman. Great job to all of them, as well as Harrison Arns back in the studio holding down the fort. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and we'll be right back here next week for the Boys State Tournament. Don't be afraid to tune into that one. It's going to be even more great basketball. That's it from here. I'm Tristan Gomez. Howells-Dodge wins this one 45-42 in this one to claim its first Class D state championship right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Thanks for tuning in.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.